So, hey guys, welcome back with another video on Hacktify Diaries where you get to learn about cybersecurity, ethical hackings, and also videos related to the CEH exam. So, those who new to my channel and don't know about my channel, so guys, my channel name is Hacktify Diaries where I upload the videos related to the ethical hacking, cybersecurity, and also many videos related to the CEH exam. So those who are preparing for the AC Council CH exam, which is conducted by the AC Council, apart from that, CPENT, CCT, whatever you are preparing and you want to clear the exam in your first attempt, you can come to here. You can access my videos where I have already uploaded many things related to the CH exam, and you can access and you can clear the exam. Apart from that, if you want me to teach you, if you want any other help like related to study material, lab access, JMeet session, you can connect with me over my Telegram, and from there I can connect with you on my WhatsApp group, and you will learn everything very easily and you will crack your exams in your first attempt. So apart from that, if you're interested in any some services others like that, you can connect with me. So now we are going to talk about the today's video. So guys, in this video we are going to see that how we can perform the vertical privilege escalations, and of performing this we are going to get a root flag.txt. Make sure that the user mark, we don't have the sudo access. What we have to do, if the mark don't have the sudo access, we cannot do this, we cannot take the machine as a sudo user. So in that case we need to perform the vertical privilege escalation to become a root of that machine. The IP will be this. So what we are going to do now, in short, there we in this question we have to perform a vertical privilege escalations. For an example, this can be important discussion also based on the environment. Also, if you're like working somewhere and if you found that the port SSH port is on, so it can be like you can say the dangerous for the environment. So make sure never enable unnecessary ports unless until you don't require them. Okay. So how attackers basically crack, how attackers hack your machine with the help of the SSH, or can exploit your system with the help of such ports. We are going to see that in this video practically. Okay, so guys, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. So what I'm going to do now, you can see I have two files. Let me just control this and let me just close this. This is my Kali Linux machine and this is my Windows. This is my Ubuntu machine. So with the help of this machine, with the help of my Kali machine, we are going to exploit this Windows Ubuntu machine, and here we are going to do a root privilege escalation. And in the end, we have to figure out the root flag.txt. So what I'm going to do now, first, we are going to open the terminal, and the first thing, as every VAPT or the penetration tester person do, we are going to perform the nmap to figure out that the port is open or not, right? So we will do this. We'll wait for a second, and yeah, as you can see, there is the two ports are open, SSH and a web server. Okay, so it means a web server is running on the target machine and the SSH port is open. Now we figure out that the SSH port is open. You can also do the aggressive commands to get the more details about the port, like the port is vulnerable to some kind of attack or not. But here I'm not going to waste your time or rather my one. So now what we are going to do, we have figured out that the username and the password are like there is a port 22 is available. So what I'm going to do now, I'll try hit and try for the hydra. I'm going to create a username.txt. It can be available on the internet there, like the rocky.txt. There are the multiple ways you can perform the brute force attack, like you can do the hydra, you can do the hashcat, you can do the john. No, john you cannot do. Then apart from that, there is the rainbow tables rocky.txt. These types of like you can say brute force options are available on the internet. You can do everything like that. So what I'm going to do now, here I'm going to use the hydra, where I have already created a username and the password. It's just a demonstration video, guys, so please make sure do not to perform such attacks without any permissions or without the permission by the owner. Okay, so let me just press the enter and it will start the attack, and it will going to give us the username and the password. Here we go. As you can see, we found the login and the password, correct? I know it's very easy for you, it's very easy for me, but in the industrial level you need to do an extra efforts. Okay, but for the initial stages, if you're new, if you're newbie, if you're a noob to in cybersecurity, these types of things will help you to at least clear your basics. Now we figure out that the port 22 is open on that particular IP. Now we have the username and the password. So what we are going to do, we'll try to uh, initiate a SSH. We are trying to connect with a SSH connection. It will ask the password. Simply give the root, whatever will be password, and here we go. Boom. Now we are inside our Ubuntu machine. So our target was basically we need to do the like what we need to perform the Linux privilege escalations. Okay, so if I'll do the sudo su and if I'll give the same password, so as you can see, sorry, user mark is not allowed to execute, etc., etc. on the my guest virtual box. It means we cannot use the same credentials to become a root users. Okay, so as I told you in the beginning only, we are going to perform a Linux privilege escalations here. So what I'm going to do now, let me just show you. Here in my file in my machine, I have already created an exploit, and how to make this exploit I'm going to show you in my next video. Okay, which is not very hard, you can do this very easily. But now, to get this file into my machine, let me just show you what I did. I have already uploaded this exploit to my this Ubuntu machine. So if I'll come back to my temp folder, as you can see, there are multiple files. Okay, so it's not there. So what I'm going to do now, I'll simply run a Python server to pull that file. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate everything. Python server http.server, and here we go. And let me stop this, and let me just do the check my IP. And again, if I'll do now, what I'm going to do now, we get http, and here we go, 192.168.1.6. Here we go. Then the server, or sorry, the port on which that running, and here we go, done. The file is inside our machine, chmod plus exploit, and here we go, x. Then we are going to give as a root permission, or say the executable permission. If I do the exploit, as you can see, now we are like what you can say, now we have a bash file, but still we don't have that root permission, correct? After getting a bash also, we cannot get a root access. So what I'm going to do now, let me just check here. Now the second thing is, we need to figure out that, correct, we need to figure out that like how we can take the root privileges, because I got the bash. Okay, I got the user, I got the bash shell, but still I am not a root user. So what we are going to do now, we'll upload the linpace, okay, to figure out the more detail about our target, correct? So let me just do this. I will do the vgate, and this time we are going to install linpace.sh, and here we go. Again, we are going to do the chmod, and this time I'm going to run the linpace. As you can see, this is a linpace. Basically, it's kind of a hardening tool. With the help of this tool, what we can do, we can get a more information about our target, what kinds of ports are open, what are the critical privilege escalations are there. If I'll come back here, as you can see, it's saying that the 95% chances are that we can perform the privilege escalation, correct? It's checking the directory, and it will going to give you all the details about your target, like which ports are open, what are the network information, software information, user information, and what are the files are there inside the network. It will going to give you everything. Okay, so this is how what you can do. You can basically do all the things, like creating the things. Let me do one thing now. If I'll stop this, if I'll go here and inside the documents, let me do this. If I'll do the ls cd cve master, and if I'll come here and let me stop this, because it's taking a time, but in your case, if you have a good internet speed, it will work very properly. Okay, let me just remove this exploit, and again what I'm going to do now, again I'm going to start the server, and this time again we are going to get the vgate, and this time I'll simply do the exploit again, and here we go. Again chmod to make this file as executable permissions, and here we go. Now if I do the exploit shell, and yeah, here we go. Now if you'll see, I have a root user. If I'll do who am I, so as you can see, now I'm a root. If I'll go here, now I put my file into the off folder. As you can see, there is a file named rootflag.txt. If I'll simply copy this, and if I'll paste here, let's see it will going to give the results or not. And yeah, here we go, we have successfully done the vertical privilege escalation, and we have successfully cracked this machine. Okay, so hope you guys understand how you can do this. If you found any ports open like 21 for the ftps, if anonymous login is allowed, you can check for the anonymous login. If 22 is open, you can check for the username. If you got the username, you can go for the hydra, you can go for the brute force attack to figure out the password also. If you got the password, you are lucky, and you can do the SSH connection. You can create an SSH connection with your target. So this is how we can do, and you understand why we don't need to open unnecessary ports if it's not required in the organization level also. So that's it for today video, guys. Hope you understand. If you learn something new, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure to share this video to your friends, so they can also learn. So we will meet with another great video. For now, that's it. In the next video, we are going to perform more deeper attacks.